Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Average Joe's Watch Reviews. Today we have a Bulova automatic, and it's got the television looking square face, and it's just a beautiful timepiece. It really is. And if we can maybe scroll in, here we go. This is a 96A122 model. The thing about these Bulova models is that you can simply just punch in 96A122 and it'll pop up with this model. So that's one cool thing about Bulovas, because typically down in this area is where you'll see Swiss made, Japan made, whatever the different brand, wherever its origin is. So first thing you'll notice is it's got some scratches on it. So at this price point, which retail, I've seen these watches, over $400, maybe upper threes. At this price point, I expect to have a sapphire crystal, and this one just does not. So that's a huge drawback on a watch of this nature. So just want to give you a heads up on that. All right. So as you can see, it has an open heart design. It's got some nice texturing on the dial itself. Okay. All right. And as you can see, it's got a nice sweep on the subdial at your 4, 5, 6 position there. Okay. So that's obviously your second hand, and this is your 24-hour indicator on at the 9 o'clock position, as well show you here. So basically what all this will show you, some people say Army time, but it also gives you your AM and PM. So right now we are in AM, and here we go. This is your Army time. We're at 1400 hours, 1500 hours, 1600 hours, so on and so forth. And then 12 o'clock will get you to 24. And then you're back to AM with the 1, 1, 2, and so on. Okay? So very simple. It's got some cool little details. It's got the bridge set by 2 screws that fits over the open heart design. And the same thing with this dial. It actually is a separate piece that fits over the open heart. Very cool design. I thought it was a very bold, unique look that Bulova did with this watch. It does have screws that actually you can unscrew, okay, and that will actually lift this piece that's sandwiched on here up, and you can actually access the dial that way. Okay. As you can see, it's a pretty reasonable size heft. It's got definitely some width to it. The back is very nice as well. Let's take a look at a close-up of the back here. It does have a display case back, and as you can see, it is a 21 jewel movement, Bulova automatic. It is a Japan movement. Okay. You take the 4 screws in the back and you can lift off the back. It's got a little bit of details you can see there on that back bridge. The rotor itself, you just have the Bulova logo, which I think is a nice touch. But I mean, nothing really, fantastic. It's mid-range. It's not blah, but it's also not like highly prolonged. But it's like somewhere in the middle, in my opinion. Okay. This is the stock band that it comes on. I'm going to zoom it back out again. And I'm going to put it on the wrist to show you exactly what we have here. So it is a dual deployment or actually, I mean, I don't know if you can say deploying, or just it actually just snaps into place. So you got one on that side, and you got a little bit of detail there with that Bulova logo there. Take a look at that. Okay. And then you got stainless steel on that side, like that. Okay. So basically, all you do is you just snap it into play, and it's a pretty decent bracelet. I mean, you know, it does feel hefty. It does have solid end links. You know, this isn't like rolled metal that you see in some of the cheaper watches. I mean, it's a decent strap here, or metal band, I should say. Okay, and then you just basically just pull away, and it's very easy to grasp. Winding it, it's not a screw down, so you just basically push it in, and it just simply winds as so. I don't know what the power reserve is on this. Maybe someone in the comments can tell me down below. I don't think it's anything extraordinary like a Powermatic 80, like a Tissot, or I'm thinking it's probably going to be your standard, maybe like 38 hour power reserve, something probably a little bit less than an entire day. So this thing definitely, if you wear it on your wrist daily, you won't have to, it won't lose time. So otherwise, put this into a watch winder and you'll be fine. The reason why I wouldn't have something like this, I wouldn't buy a watch winder for this, is because there's no complications to this watch. And what I mean by that is there's no day and date feature as you see on this watch. Here's an automatic here. I just reviewed that. Check it out. This one here I keep on a watch winder because I want to make sure that I don't lose day to week and I lose the date. Because then when the power is going to this particular watch, you have to then set all three of those. So that's it can become cumbersome. Whereas this one, you pretty much can pick it up, set the time, all right, wind it, and you're ready to go. It's very simple. There's nothing else to set. So just want to give you a heads up on that. So you could pick one of these up for a little bit over $100 on eBay, and I'll tell you what, it's worth every penny. These are definitely worth buying used. Because I mean, I think at this price point, at a new price point, I expect a little bit more. So I like to buy these used, and therefore get a really good bargain from them. So this is a very decent timepiece. Again, it fits very nice on my 7-inch wrist, as you see here. It's got a very just unique look to it. The only drawback that I really have about this particular watch is, well, I have a couple of them. The first one is, again, the mineral crystal. That's a huge drawback for me. And there's no screw down crown, so your water resistance is limited with this one. Does it say on here? It typically does say, all it says is water resistant. When they don't have the meters on there, you pretty much just want to assume that you can splash water on here, maybe wash your hands with it, but I wouldn't bathe or shower. Actually, I would never shower with any watch because the heat can actually shrink the gaskets of even your most quality watch, and water can definitely get in. So never shower or go into a hot tub with a watch of any caliber. But this is definitely not rated for swimming or anything of that nature. So that's definitely a down or two at this price point. I would expect that. But it's a decent watch. I think you'll enjoy it. And again, I would recommend buying one of these used on an eBay or maybe a watch forum. You will definitely get a really good deal because these really depreciate pretty quickly. So pick one of these up. I think you'll be happy with it. Enjoy your day. Thanks for joining me. Thank you so much.